Hi everyone, I'm Linda Jackson from Food Focus, and this is hashtag Monday Motivation. It's Monday morning and we wanted to just take 5 minutes of your time to remind you of how important you are to us. Everyone out there in the food industry that's been working so hard since the first day of lockdown to make sure that we've got great food on the shelves, we just want you to know that we really appreciate those efforts. And we've tried to use a Monday morning to just give you a little bit of inspiration. And today I've got a very special guest with me. And so I'm going to hand over straight away to Michael Gristwood, who's going to tell us a little bit more about SAAFFI. Michael, over to you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Linda. Nice to be with you. And this new technology is I'm getting used to it, but it was beyond me about 2 days ago. Right. Marvelous to be able to talk to the food industry in large or en large. Fantastic. They've done such a good job. Let me tell you about myself, first of all. I've been in the flavor industry, or flavor and fragrance industry, I should say, since 1968. So
Wow.
50 odd years, 55, 56 years it's been. So I've loved this industry. It is critical to the food industry, obviously, because if things don't taste well, people will not buy them. And I've worked for a number of companies in that industry. I started with a company called Pollard Fruitelworks in England. It was an American-Dutch company. I then joined Givaudan in Switzerland, actually in Zurich, and from there went to Firmenich, also in Switzerland, in Geneva, and then came down to South Africa to take over the management of IFF, where I was until 2001. Since then, I've got my own consulting under the name Biz Solutions, and actually one of the major jobs I do is to run SAAFFI. So what is SAAFFI? SAAFFI groups together those companies in South Africa who are part of the flavor and fragrance industry. It also includes people on the periphery, such as universities who offer food science, University of Pretoria, Stellenbosch, and we have also suppliers to the industry as associates. Things like laboratory equipment suppliers, raw material suppliers. We have also included people who are into the area of fruit preps for the dairy industry, because in the broader sense, they are adding flavor to life. Spice blend people. And altogether, SAAFFI consists of about 65 people, 65 companies or organizations at the moment. SAAFFI is an organization-based association, but all members employed by those members, or staff employed by those members, are per se members of SAAFFI. So I think that's SAAFFI in its structure. Obviously, the main purpose of SAAFFI is to keep the industry up to date with what's going on, particularly on legislation. The last 3 weeks, I've spent hours sending out information about COVID-19 and the regulations which change. Oh, it's been hectic, hectic indeed. We also have very good relationships with the Department of Health, the Department of now what do they call themselves? They've just changed their name again. Forestry, Fisheries and Environment, I think. It changed from DEA to DEF, and they didn't like being called DEF, so they've changed it to DFFE. We also have excellent relationships with people like COSCHEM, the CTFA, SAFOS, of course, the Aerosol Manufacturers Association, and hopefully we're all working as one group in the same direction when dealing with government. So that's SAAFFI. I'd like now to turn to really the people who are, yes, at the front line of what we're going through at the moment. Not the health workers, they are fantastic. I do my bit every evening at 7 o'clock, blowing a bugle,
Okay,
which is great.
okay.
But I'm thinking of the food industry and also the cosmetic industry, which looks after health sanitizers and things like that. It is fantastic, the work they're doing under very difficult circumstances. Obviously, reduced people in factory environments, shift working, traveling backwards and forwards from work in, I would say, not particularly great circumstances. Although I know that certain of our members have arranged private transport, which is great.
Yes.
And the work they do, as I say, under very difficult circumstances, many of them working from home, of course. And I would like to really thank all of them for doing this critical work for the good of the country. Thank you very much. And looking forward, SAAFFI is working. If there are any problems that people need, particularly on flavors or fragrances, they are free to ring us, email us, contact us through the website, and we will try and help.
Great.
Is there anything else that you would like me to talk about, Linda?
Michael, maybe you can add your website address. How can people contact you?
It's www.saaffi, which is SAAFFI.co.za. And the email address, the easiest one, is info@saaffi.co.za.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for your words of inspiration. I'll listen out for that bugle. I've been hearing a couple of them and I've been wondering, what is this noise? Now I understand why. It's just to celebrate our
7 o'clock.
There we go.